So I want to go over focus real quick again. So when you're focusing anything in the prayer room or like even at FC, just remember that your focus, it shrinks or expands depending on how far out you're zoomed or how close in you're zoomed. So if you have a wide, a lot of things are going to be in focus. But if you're on a close-up, it's more going to be like really like that. That's all the amount of focus you're going to get. Like anything past that is like out of focus. And then the way focus works is when you actually, you want to zoom into someone's eyes and you get your focus on them. And then typically that's where your focus point is set. But the range of things acceptably in focus is not like split down the middle, where if like you focus something here, then equal distance apart from where you focused, everything's in focus. Instead, it's more like this, where you focus on something over here and just a little bit of what's in front is in focus and mostly what's in back gets in focus. So if you have, let's say on camera 2, you have the 3 Singer shots, right? And you want to get focus on all 3 of them. Normally when we save shots, we get focus on the first Singer because we get their close-up, and then we zoom out and get the 3 of them. But if you look closely, you'll notice Singer 3 is actually out of focus. And that's because the focus point is set here, and so what's actually happening is this is in focus. So what you want to do if you want really sharp focus for all your 3 Singers, if you're getting this mid shot, you're going to want to zoom in to Singer 3 here. Let me get rid of this. You get your focus on them so that when you zoom out, now it's actually proper. It's focused on them and then what's behind them. And then you might need to adjust it just a little bit, like maybe move it like in between Singer 3 and 2, just so Singer 1's also in focus. So that applies at FC, that applies here, just anywhere where you have multiple subjects in a line that you want to keep in focus. And then something to remember at FC as well, and even here a little bit, but you'll really notice this was the lenses at Forerunner Church, is that not like there's a little bit of distortion in the lens when it comes to focusing. So really what's going to be the sharpest in focus when you get focus is like this circle in here. And then anything out here starts to get blurry. So if you're trying to focus on one person and they're like, let's say camera 1, you want to really try to keep them here in the middle so that they're always like nice and sharp. If you're doing follow cam and they start moving and they start getting over here, they're going to start, looking a little fuzzy, looking a little weird. So try to keep them in the middle if you can. If it's like one person and it's camera 1 specifically where, you're facing them. Now, for most of every other shot, you'll notice that the rule of thirds is like right around where that distortion happens. So when you're getting your focus, try to place your subject right on this corner so that you see that they're out of focus and get your focus on them there. Because if they're sharp there, they're gonna be sharp overall everywhere. So just keep remembering this. This will be something that like is easy to forget. And then as directors, Aaliyah and Evan and anyone else who might potentially direct in the future, just remember that. It's like, oh, it's weird. Like I have 2 people and they're out of focus. Well, try to focus over here at the edges.
Sorry, this is in Cam 4?
This is Cam 4, Cam 1, all the cameras. Yeah, they all have distortion. We notice it the most on camera 1. because on camera one, when we have multiple people on stage, we get a shot of like 2 to 3 people, you'll start to notice it because they get closer and closer to the edge of the frame. But if it's just one person, you don't really notice it all that much because they're in the middle. But so yeah, it's mostly camera one. So yeah, and then just remember, very important, the eyes thing. You always want to focus on the eyes of a subject. Like, you can use other contextual clues in the frame to like really tell if it's in focus. Like, a lot of people like to use a microphone and acoustic guitar, but you really gotta look at the eyes, because if those aren't in focus, then most likely the person themselves aren't in focus as well. We want to make sure like their face is nice and visible. Like, there were some shots last Friday or Sunday, I can't remember. I think it was Sunday, where Brandon's acoustic guitar was in focus, but his face wasn't. And it's just because it's just a little bit further behind him. So really like using the face and the eyes to make sure someone's in focus. Yeah. So that's what we covered on focus the first week. Last week, we talked a little bit about music and tempo and chord progression and how to use that with directing. So music has rhythm, and we use tempo to be able to like follow that beat and follow what's happening on stage, right? So most songs have 4 beats in them, right? And then when you're listening to a song here and you're following tempo, you're like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, back, right? And then typically the musicians will play their notes on beat, and some of those, a combination of those notes are called chords. And so around here, and in music in general, musicians like to play what are called chord progressions. And chord progressions are really fun because it's basically like telling a little story with just those 4 chords. And it starts with like an invitation to join the song, and then there's usually a resolution. There's some mix-up of it usually. Like, there's a popular chord progression in the East and in Asia where it doesn't really resolve at the end, and it just kind of like infinitely loops back into it. If you all know Rick Astley's Never Gonna Give You Up, that also has that chord progression in it. But chord progressions, the way we use them in live production is if you're listening to when the end of that progression happens, you can catch when like a crash or a release of energy is going to happen. So kind of the same with beats, there's 4 chords usually in a progression. So and they can be arranged in many different ways. You can play a chord per beat. You can play a chord for 4 beats, 2 beats. There are many, many ways. A very common way here is you'll hear 1 chord for 4 beats and then another chord and then so on and so forth. So you get 4 chords and 4 measures. Everyone understand that so far? Yeah. I know you know this better. So what I want to do today is we're going to choose some of the songs that you guys picked out. We're going to listen to them, and we're going to try to follow their beat, find the tempo, and we're going to try to find where the chord progressions are. And then I brought a little plushie thing, and we're just going to toss it around. So like, imagine that's when a cut is happening. So just toss it around, and we'll get the hang of it. So if everyone wants to like get around, so it's easier to. Yeah.
If you're throwing it to Luke, hurl it.
Yeah.
Sitting down, I thought you were standing up.
I mean, you can stand up. You can just gather around.
Around the table. Come to
Yeah.
the table, Elijah.
Yeah.
Come to the table, Elijah.
Just don't go right in front of the camera.
What's your chair? We could toss it to Leslie or Christy, right? Boom. Oh,
Just
interact.
don't knock the camera over.
Everything
You
goes
just
black.
See the little eyes coming. Boom.
Last thing you see before you die.
Do you have a song, Luke?
Yes.
Okay.
Mine is save, right?
Alright, Luke Cash.
Wait.
Stand. The stand.
All hail King Jesus.
No.
Ooh.
Is that Forerunner?
Amen.
That's all. That's
Well,
always
they
say.
sing a lot that song.
Might as well be, right?
Let's see if I can find it here on Ceasing.
Never gonna give you love.
Yeah, he
Gonna
rickrolled
let you
us.
down. Never gonna run around or forget you. And then there's that last chord, forget you. Like that one, like I forget the technical term about it, but it's really popular in Japanese and K-pop music and Eastern Asian music.
Make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell lie.
I might just have to look this up on YouTube instead. Let's see.
Better not throw that to Christy.
Yeah.
Is that your song?
No.
That's this song.
Oh, this?
Is it this one?
We should have done that at the Devo. Right?
The dog stood there on
Okay, this is the one.
Spontaneous cycle. Right?
And Burton likes to do this song.
Yeah, I could only find the Jeremy Riddle one, so that's the one we're gonna do.
Alejandro does difficult stuff,
I
right?
never knew that part.
Okay. So let's find you can hold that. So you're gonna be the first one to toss it. So we're gonna find the tempo and we're gonna listen to where the chord progression happens. There's another chord there.
That's the third. and this is the
2,
fourth one.
3, 4.
there was
Yeah, you missed it.
Finally.
lights went out
Oh, dude.
when death acclaimed its victory.
A little too soon.
The King of love
That was awesome.
gave up his life. The darkest day in history. There on
it.
a cross they made for sinners. Forever's blood torn. With fire breath and it was finished. But not
Good.
That was good.
for the earth began to shake,
You could do it.
and the veil
Good.
was torn.
Oh, God.
What sacrifice was made as the heavens King Jesus. Oh, the Lord of heaven and earth. Oh, King Jesus. Oh, the Savior.
Let's go back. What? Back to you.
Live cut.
When the sky lit up, a flash of light breaking through.
A little too soon. Just a little too soon.
You took it on like 3
When
minutes.
all was lost, he crossed eternity.
A little too soon.
I lost it.
For in a dark, cold tomb,
Wow, you guys, I love this.
One miraculous and we'll forever share. All hail King Jesus.
I'll do this soon again.
Just a little bit. Okay, we'll move to another slide. So good, you guys get the hang of it.
Okay.
So
But
just
I wasn't mad about the tongue.
yeah.
You guys.
Yeah, no, that was good. And so think about that when you're like directing, just like that, where you were tossing it back and forth like kind of quickly, you can line up shots just like that.
Yeah.
So
I know.
now you have to make it look good, but you can do that. You can go from like drums, guitars, worship leader, and then wide or something, you know.
If you're gonna cut really quickly, it's gonna be mostly either static mids or like really
Yeah, really subtle. Yeah, really subtle.
subtle.
Or quick, or whatever's appropriate for the time. Okay, great. Evan, what's your song?
All is for your glory. Look, he's actually bald, and he's hiding. He's hiding in a little thing, a little container.
What?
Whoa.
King Jesus.
Like his nose is right here, his mouth is right.
Oh, he's bald.
Yeah, he's bald,
Yeah, that was
but
bald.
his body's down here.
Yeah,
He's hiding in
it was a little
pouch.
parsage. I mean, it is raining.
Yeah, like
So.
his mouth is right there, but he like.
This one?
Sure.
Well, when you say sure, is this a song you meant or just?
No, yes, all that's where you learn. Yes.
Okay.
Does it really start like that?
This is Corey Asbury at one thing. Yeah.
You could do the Lisa Gottschall, chill one, but that's
I'd-
probably better for.
Oh, here it is. There's the. Let's just do. We did one slow one, so. Or
Mine's gonna be
slow.
intense, I think.
Let's do Corey Asbury just cause.
Can't you picture him as a little bald guy?
Just one. There's just one chief and two men's purpose.
We'll see.
And one main reason for existence. And all men train in high ambition will one day be brought low. Will one day be brought low. To treasure you above all others, to love you like we love no other, and your greatness soon will be uncovered, and all the earth will then know, and all the
Electric. Corey.
Your glory.
That was just a sweet, wide to close.
Yeah. Good. Good.
So put me
Okay. We'll stop there.
Very
Good.
good.
Okay, great. So the next song that we do, we're gonna start calling shots now. So
Wow.
yeah, so you say what shot you like if you were a cam-op that you would be doing then. So you passed it and then so forth and so forth. So 1, 2, 3 drums. 1, 2, 3 guitar singer. You don't need to tell me the movement specifically, but do tell me the subject. And for wide shots, just say wide. Yeah. Yes.
Are you saying like the shot that you would do when you receive it, or the shot that you're cutting to as you're passing it on?
Yeah, as you're passing it, the shot you're cutting to. So like if I want drums,
You.
I'll call drums. Like I'm about to do that. Like yeah.
Okay, so call
And
it
so
that shot.
the shot, imagine the shot's happening and like you're holding the mushroom, you're thinking of like as if you're the camo, you're thinking of the next shot that you're gonna do. You gotta get it ready before that
Right.
like measure ends. So just call it and then toss it.
Okay.
All right. Olga, do you have one?
Yeah, but I want to ask you, it has to be 4-4 or it can be 3-4? You prefer?
I prefer 4-4
Okay,
just because not everyone's familiar with
I know.
Yeah.
6-8-1.
6-8.
How is kind of like,
Or 7-8. That one's cool.
For my sake.
Great are you,
4-4.
Lord. That's 3-4. Great are you. But he wants 4-4.
Yeah, maybe some other time we can do 3-4, but because that is a very good thing to learn. Yeah.
Worthy overall.
Or the
I need to learn more music. I need to learn more music.
And you?
Because like 3-4, 6-8, and all that.
You know that?
No, I don't.
No, okay.
I mean,
It's
I've heard-
very easy.
Listen to Math Rock.
You have a good
The
record.
change.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I mean, I've heard songs in different tempos, but like trying to follow the beat of it is different. But
I knew where those potato chips went.
all the saints
All right.
and angels.
Electric.
They bow before your throne.
Worship leader head to toe on 3.
All the elders cast their crowns before the
Holding on that wide.
of God and sing. You worthy of it all.
Drums.
You worthy of it all. Jesus, for from you are all things. And to
You just gotta say the shot. You don't have to say the
Later.
yeah. You don't have to say head to toe or anything. Yeah.
Subject.
But for a wide, you say wide because.
I think there's a piano in that, right?
Worship leader.
Yeah. Good. Wide. Sorry.
Worship leader close.
crowd?
Yeah.
Why?
That's breaking the rule. Worship leader.
That's why I wrote it. Bigger again.
Right. Good. Keys.
Drums. I was gonna say that. Guitar. Stop. Why?
Okay. Electric.
Worship leader. Singer band. Drop cascade.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Good.
Next we'll play dodgeball with it.
Shit. Okay. Drums pull.
Speaker revealed.
Speaker. Okay, so wide.
Keys closed.
Okay, keys.
Drums.
Okay. Singers.
Big ol' wide.
Good. Good time. Right.
Push on.
Where's it?
This show's yeah. It's a
Okay. Crowd shot.
worship leader. Push in. Another crowd shot.
Crowd shot. Good.
Worship leader.
Crowd wide.
Drums. Singer. Wide.
Good.
Crowd.
Redirected.
Drums. Okay.
Electric. Singer.
Good. Yeah. All right. Good.
Electric to singers.
Okay. Let's do
Singers
that.
to electric.
Singer pan. Well, I gotta follow your shot.
Drums.
White pole or head purple.
Good.
Up close on worship leader.
Good. Crowd.
Drums.
Okay, a little too fast. So, singers.
People.
Crowd. Okay.
Drum.
Okay. Electric.
And two.
Okay. It's yeah.
Sorry, worship leader.
Crowd pulling.
Crowd close.
You were worthy of it all.
Crowd have the
stick to wide or something.
Some people sing in the karaoke.
Okay.
Where's clear?
Okay. Wide. Okay. There we did the whole song. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I feel like I'm to pray.
What? No. Okay. So
So I hit the camera.
very good. So you guys have the general idea of it, right? And so, so you know, there's times where we can like make a shot last longer and sit on it, like we did, and then there's times where we're really consistent and we're really going. But you really want to have a shot ready, like before like the next chord or the next measure begins, just like so that your director can cut to it if necessary. You never know what's gonna go wrong. Okay. Aaliyah. Is,
King Jesus by Laura Haggard.
All hail King.
No, that's another one.
Yeah, it's not.
Right?
Jesus.
I like it.
All hail King.
oh, this is that one. Yeah.
Yeah. One of the oldies, but goodies.
Okay.
You have a hair.
The more
Well, you can take it away.
okay. Wide.
Okay. Close up on acoustic.
Push on. Push later.
Drums.
Keys.
I believe there's a man who's seated on the throne and he's
Close
coming back for justice. I believe there's a man who's seated on the throne and he's coming back to bring
Okay.
forth justice.
Wide.
Justice is cast down, justice is perishing, the widow is abused and the orphan is abandoned. Do you think that God won't see when the needy are exploited and no one cries for the voiceless? The world's leaders have turned to corruption, each one is fueled by consumption of another man's labor. But I believe there's a man who's seated on the throne and he's
Voices.
coming forth for
Good.
justice.
I don't know what those are. Yeah.
Why?
King Jesus, set the captives free. King Jesus, set the captives free. King Jesus, set the captives
singers.
free. King Jesus, King Jesus, set the captives free.
Sing 'em.
King Jesus, set the captives free. King Jesus,
Okay.
set the captives free.
Pushing on Laura.
King Jesus.
Close the door.
Yeah. Okay. Drums pads.
Church and working through his saints, but this is not
Head
the
to toe
end. There will
going
be
from
a
drums and worship
day.
leader.
Burning
Okay.
like a fire in his heart, our God shall come and not be silent. The Lord has seen, he will repay, he will arise on a set day, and all who
Okay.
call upon his name,
Push on Laura.
he will save. Oh, there's a man who's seated on the throne, and he's coming back to bring forth justice. Oh, there's a man who's seated on the throne, and he's coming back to bring forth justice.
Worship leader.
Set the captives free, King Jesus.
Okay.
Set the captives
Okay.
free,
Laura.
King Jesus. Set the captives free, King Jesus. King Jesus. Set the captives free, King
Singers.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Set the captives free, King Jesus. Set the captives free, King Jesus.
Wide.
Worship leader close. Back in. Maybe.
Unless you bring your judgment to the earth, how will the nations
Why?
your righteousness? Unless you bring your judgment to the earth.
Okay. Singer pull.
Drum pull.
I believe there's a man who's seated on the
Close
throne,
up
he's coming
on
back to
floor.
bring forth justice. I believe there's a man who's seated on the throne, and he's coming back to
Okay.
bring forth justice.
Drums pads.
Wide pushing.
Good.
Or not.
There
It happened to you where you go to drums and they stop.
Hold on to.
Wide.
Yeah. So good.
I haven't
Okay.
heard that song.
Yeah.
I don't remember it.
It's a pretty old song, but
Oh,
Never heard that song.
that's the one we just did, right? Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. So, just a note to make. So I don't mind any movements, but it has to have a subject in it. So if you say pan, you need to tell me what, like, it's panning to. It can't just be pan, because you could just be shooting at the wall and be like, pan. So- yeah. So you can say pan, push, or whatever, but you gotta tell me pushing worship leader, panning singers, panning to electric, or something like that. You know.
we'll pray for you.
That's ever. So I noticed that from a few people. Hey, Elijah, you have one?
Yes. Joe Ritchie is you.
Let's see.
What about you?
It is.
It is you. You can start it off.
Oh!
Yeah.
Wow.
Alright.
I know this song. Worship leader close.
You've given me all that
That's
I
hard.
need,
You're sitting
and yet I'm lost in the things that I do.
Okay.
Been consumed
Drums, Joe Ritchie. Yeah.
with envy and love, and I have been chasing after love in
Those are big time.
the I've been chasing other
Why?
loves.
Who's on worship leader?
Okay.
When it's
Electric.
I desire, Lord, it's you.
Okay.
I am searching
Wide.
for when my heart it burns like fire.
Painting to worship leader.
It's you I am lovesick for. Lord, it's
Keys.
Hands off.
Okay. Electric.
Close up on worship leader.
Still drums.
Okay. Piano.
it's you I desire. Lord,
Next
it's
singer.
you I am searching for when my heart it burns like fire. It's you I
Push the singers.
Good. Wide.
How'd you do it big? Sorry.
Yeah.
Why?
Oh, is that electric?
Yeah, I was gonna say electric. You got it. Yeah. Okay. Singers.
Push worship leader.
Electric.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. And we'll stop there. So pretty good. Yeah. So
I never heard that before. That was cool.
one thing that you might have noticed in a lot of these songs, there's like these specific points that like really stand out. They're very memorable in them, and specifically like crashes. And let's see if I can find it in this song. There was one where it's right here. Boom. Like you see the like that impact that was felt. Like all the other instruments dropped out. You could hear the electric, and then everything came back in. You can literally feel like the kind of roller coaster kind of rush that there is with it. There's a build, there's a little pause up the top with the electric guitar, and then back down at like tremendous speeds. So really look for those moments in any song that you're doing, in any set or at FC, and think of the perfect shot that would go with that. So for this example here specifically, it like I can see it clear as day in my mind. It's like that electric, you hear it coming, so you get that electric close up, you stick on it, and then right at the crash, since everything's coming in and rushing in, you just go to a wide, let's say 3, because 3 has that nice sweeping wide, and it follows that roller coaster emotion going like right through like the crowd. So, you have a question?
No, more of a.
Yeah.
Well, yes, but not related to.
Okay, hold it for a second then. Yeah, just in everything that you do. So like you all kind of work pretty regular sets. So your teams are gonna do the same songs over and over again. So kind of find those moments and really think about it throughout the week. Like, oh, next time when I hear them do this song, I'm gonna remember this spot, so that I'm gonna do this exact sequence. Does that make sense, everyone? Okay. All right, we're out of time today, but tell me your question.
I was gonna say, can we do one more non-Prior Room song that is instrumental?
Don't really have enough time, unfortunately. But yeah. But next time we'll do more of this. This was good. Everyone enjoy this. Everyone, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bring Toad again.
Yeah.
Nice sports activity.
Yes. Okay. Good. All right. Well, thank you all for coming.
Thank you.